the way Singapore wakes up. Wake up, Glenn, Angel, and the Flying Dutchman. Wake up in the morning feeling like Hits 92's Big Show.
Good morning, Singapore, and welcome to Tuesday's edition of The Big Show. We have with us award-winning psychologist from the therapy room, Dr. Geraldine Tan. Good morning, Jerry.
Good morning.
Morning, Jerry.
Good morning, Dr. Jerry. You don't look like you're at the therapy room right now.
I am not at the therapy room. I'm at one of our camps. It is a teens camp, and we are at the Changi Chalet. And with me, I have Amelia, one of our participants.
Oh,
Good morning,
adorable.
Amelia.
Good morning, Amelia.
Hi,
Hello.
Amelia. Amelia, how old are you, Amelia?
12.
Okay, and which school do you go to?
Primary school or Palmview Primary?
Monk Hill.
Palmview Primary.
Palmview.
Palmview.
Palmview Primary.
Okay.
Getting
Palmview.
set for the teenage secondary years, huh? Are you looking forward to it?
Mixed emotions, yeah.
Okay.
Mixed emotions.
Fair enough.
Why though? I mean, isn't it great to grow up? When I was your age, I just wanted to grow up.
I don't like stress.
Okay. If you could, Amelia, if you could pick an age to be right now, what age would it be?
P1.
Oh, really? 7
Wow.
years old. Wow.
I have never met.
Sorry.
I've never met anyone, who actually wanted to go all the way back
Backwards.
to
Yeah.
primary one.
Okay, so primary one was a good time for you. I'm sure secondary one will be fantastic. First few days, there are going to be some jitters, but you're going to be just fine.
Yeah, secondary school is a great adventure. It really is.
So, Dr. Jerry, what's the camp all about? Can you tell us a little bit more?
So the Camp Global is for, usually we have it for the little ones, so that's what people are familiar with. But every end of the year, we have it for the teens. And, it's a very similar sort of themed camp, focusing on self-awareness to help them to regulate themselves a little bit better, emotional regulation, self-regulation, to help them just build their resilience. Yeah, so we want to catch them when they're younger so that when they are older, they know the language of emotions, they know how to articulate, and they are awesome because you should see them with their group dynamics and really rallying each other. So really proud of them so far.
Amelia is so cute. She's so adorable. I picked up on something she said earlier on, Jerry. She does not
Yes.
like stress. Is that normal for someone of Amelia's age?
So all of us don't like stress. I mean, who likes stress, right?
I didn't even know what stress was at her age. That's the
Yeah.
thing. So for her to actually be bringing up stress, that surprised me.
I'm going to tilt it a little bit differently because when we talk about stress, and today we're talking about following trends, jumping on the bandwagon. So one of the things that, growing up, we don't actually realize to take away the stress, we actually follow other people because it takes away our stress. Somebody makes the decision already. Somebody has that one thing that is correct and everybody else follows. So it's like, what do you like, Amelia? Is there something you like?
I like food.
You like food?
Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
My mom's food.
Mom's food.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so very, very independent. So you can see, actually, there were a whole lot of girls that said they wanted to come on the show, and then suddenly they all disappeared. So she stood against them. So I must say,
She stood her ground. Well
yeah.
done. Okay, I think that's our cue for us
But
to maybe.
I'm just thinking, right? Because of the fact that there were so many of these girls who wanted to be on the
Yeah.
show, and then only Amelia came on the show. Now the rest of them are kind of watching. They might want to jump on the bandwagon.
I
They
see what you
might.
did there, and that's what trends are, right?
maybe, but unfortunately, they are engaged with stretching at the moment.
Oh.
Yeah, so they don't have access. So that's the other thing. With social media, it is very, very powerful. It can entice people to jump on the bandwagon. So in the past, when social media is not so popular or not so easily available, then you have less people jumping on the bandwagon. It's harder for people to do that.
And before social media, we had magazines, and that's how we knew when or when not to jump on that bandwagon.
Yep.
But do you see, Amelia was shaking her head just now
She
when
was
I mentioned
nodding,
the
yeah.
Labubu bandwagon.
She agreed, yeah. Do you like that trend, Amelia?
I didn't know what Labubu was until all of my friends started typing about it.
Okay,
And
and
my
do you,
teachers taught us all Labubu for some reason.
so do you find that you need to own Labubus to keep up with everybody else?
Personally, I don't understand what's on the hype. I just remember that I saw an ad of, I think, a K-pop idol wearing it on their back or something.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
It was Rose, not Rose, Lisa.
Lisa,
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of K-pop, so I don't really care.
Okay, good for you. Sounds like she's got her head on her shoulders and she's quite headstrong in terms of I don't need to be with the in crowd if I don't want to.
Yeah. So you see a very different example here where she's very independent and she's not following the in crowd. Do you ever feel not included? That's what I'm actually curious about.
In what sense? Is it like in group project group or
In your social group.
sometimes, yeah, but it's natural.
But you see, it's
Sometimes
funny,
you don't
right?
talk about it.
We say it's the in crowd, but it's not necessarily in if you follow it, right? I mean, it's just what the sheep are doing. Everybody's following everybody else.
No, but this whole thing about being in the in crowd, I wonder whether it is to be trendy because I want to be trendy, or do I want mass acceptance?
So if we look at social psychology, right, why we actually follow the crowd or just follow what everybody does is more like the herd mentality to keep the peace and the harmony. So that's something that, I think the research has shown. Of course, it can go very, very wrong. So, for example, they actually did the research if you expose children to aggression, a child showing aggression, and there are other like kids seeing, you can see the imitation from the other children later on. So it can go very wrong. So if you introduce an idea, a value, a concept that is good, everybody follows the right trend. But if you introduce something that is not so good, and that those people want to still be part of that community, they will follow that. So we would see in the past, the groups that I deal with, the young people that I deal with from the guidance program or the police cases. So they would say that some of them who are caught stealing would say that, oh, but everybody is doing it. But then everybody is the group that they hang out with, and if they don't follow suit, they'll be called chicken feet. The kid doesn't get to hang out with the group, and they get pressured to then follow in order to stay with that particular group, although the behavior may not be legal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that means it is to a degree acceptance.
Yes,
Big
yes.
degree, yeah.
Yeah, to a big degree,
Yeah,
it is about
yeah.
being accepted and acceptable.
Amelia, do you find that you need to, like, what is your group of friends like? Do you find that you are pressured into doing anything that you may not be necessarily want to do or comfortable with?
Not really, because we all actually are interested in the same things.
Okay.
So I personally say form a group of friends where you all share the same interests so that nobody is pressured to do anything that you don't want. But if you end up finding something that you enjoy, I don't say break the friend group, I just say introduce it to the friend group.
I say she doesn't need any group camp or at all. She should be running a class of her own,
Yeah,
Dr.
she
Jerry.
should be teaching.
That's how we use group dynamics because they share the values, they share the concept, they share the ideas, you see, and they influence each other in a very positive way. So that's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, these camps are actually very, very useful. I
They
think
are.
when I was growing up, I may have gone for one of these
Really?
camps as well. I think I was in, could be secondary school actually. Yeah, one of these camps. But that was a leadership camp. I still remember it was a NAFA camp. Jerry, I'm sure you've been to one of these camps as well.
I cannot remember.
Neither can I.
But yes, leadership camps also encompass a lot of self-awareness,
Yeah.
resilience, motivation. So these are all the themes that are encapsulated in these sort of camps. Yeah. But what is unique about our camp is an inclusive camp. So it's not only for the student leaders, but we have quite a number of them on the spectrum. So it's really lovely this morning. So throughout the camp, it was already very lovely to see how they interact and rally each other. And this morning, we were trying to get one of the girls to wake up. So all the girls rallied and said, okay, we're going to come in and attempt to figure out how to get one of our young girls up and into the toilet.
Do you mean to wake her up?
To wake her up, yes, in the gentlest way possible.
Okay, good.
That's the difference between guys and girls.
Yes, yes.
For guys, we just throw water on them.
Throw
Or you
water.
put like toothpaste on the hand and then tickle the ear or something.
Do not learn.
Bad influence.
No,
you
we're
boys.
bad influence. Don't do this.
We're talking about jumping on the bandwagon and following trends. But I think we've established that some trends can be good and obviously healthy and inspiring for
Yes.
kids and adults. And Amelia seems to be
Yeah.
in a group of friends where they all enjoy each other's company. No one is pressured into doing anything. At that age, though, it's very difficult to kind of decide for yourself what's right and what's wrong because of the need to want to fit in. You would do almost anything to
Yes.
be a part of that circle, whatever circle it may be. So how do kids mostly tell the difference? Because sometimes you're so blinded by the fact that, I just need to be a part of this group.
Yeah. So the what to do. Let's go and jump right into the what to do first. I always, look at building that community. So Amelia already described it. Look for people with similar interests. So when you have a community that has similar interests, the wavelength, the language that you speak is also quite similar. So you would not be led astray so much. The other thing is exposure. This is where we need to be very careful. Exposure to good and bad. Exposure to the good and the bad. We're having a little bit of noise now because everyone is coming down for breakfast.
Oh.
So
Yum.
the chairs are a little bit heavy and they make a little bit of a sound. Yeah. They will try to be as quiet as possible.
Wait, Jerry,
Yes.
so how many of
Yes.
them are there again at this camp? How many participants do you have?
So we have those that are staying overnight and those in a day. So in total, we have about 14, 15 of us.
Okay.
Of the
Okay.
participants, yes.
And you've
yes.
always conducted your camps at the Changi Chalets, right?
For the youth camp, yes. We've conducted that at Changi Chalet, yes.
Yeah, so at night, any woo, or not?
What?
Glenn, don't scare them,
What's
Glenn.
with you?
Excuse me, you're not scared all of them. They
Okay.
tell me that ghosts wake them up already. Excuse me.
Amelia, are you staying over at the camp?
Yes, I am.
Have you heard
I'm
anything?
the one to talk about
You all are terrible. No?
So fun.
Who's this now?
I'm gonna push it a little bit further.
Yeah.
This is Gloria. Gloria, say hello. Hello.
Hi,
Hi,
Gloria.
Gloria.
Good morning.
Can you see?
Gloria. Gloria.
Okay. You wanna go have breakfast? No? No, you wanna stay here? Match points. Okay.
How are you, beautiful Gloria? What are you up to right after this? What are you gonna do after this? Have you had your breakfast?
Yes, night out, bedtime. Yes, that's right. She's showing me the schedule and
Okay.
it's breakfast time, and she's telling me that she had lights out last night on time.
Oh, nice.
Which was what time?
Yes.
10 p.m.
9:30 last
9:30.
night.
That's a good time.
Yes.
Okay.
And how
Yes.
long is this camp for, Dr. Jerry?
3 days. We are here
2 nights,
for
3
3
days.
Today is day 2.
Nice.
For your birthday, Johnny and Candy. 10th of December. Yes, today is
Yes.
10th of December.
And what's for breakfast?
Pancakes and Milo.
Pancakes and Milo.
Ooh.
Okay, what?
Wow.
Why did Jerry take the mic away?
Wow, pancakes.
Okay,
I
what?
like.
Pancakes.
I have a mic and she has a mic.
Oh,
Oh, you both have
Oh.
mics.
I thought you didn't want her to
No,
tell us that they're having pancakes.
Because I was passing it to Gloria, my mic to Gloria, so I took it off myself.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, so I was saying what to do, right? Community and the exposure to good and the bad. So we do need to expose the teens, the children to both good and bad. Because if we only show them the good and we hide the bad, sometimes it becomes the forbidden fruit. And they might go and explore it themselves, and it can go very, very bad. So we always say, please expose them to both good and bad. Yeah.
What is
But
it about the
that one-
forbidden fruit?
I don't know.
It's like,
Yeah.
It's like the more you resist.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think we've all had some forbidden fruit.
Well, I had a couple of bites.
Yeah. Luckily, it wasn't
Poison.
poisonous, so to speak, right? But
Yeah.
the forbidden fruit is always so tempting.
Yep. And the last one is having that critical eye, which actually encompasses us having a bit of that pessimism, because a lot of us say, oh, you need positive words, you need encouragement. Actually, you need a tinge of pessimism also to allow you to have that critical eye and, to be a bit more discerning, to be a bit more cautious.
The third eye? Yeah, exactly. Because of the third eye, some people see ghosts.
I don't.
I don't think she said. Did she say
No,
third
no,
eye?
not talking about.
Critical eye.
Did you say third eye?
No,
Critical
critical.
eye.
Oh, critical eye.
Critical, very different from third.
I see.
Yes.
It's like 1 syllable and 3 syllables.
Critical eye. Critical
Don't
eye.
worry, Amelia. He's like this every day.
Yes.
He needs to go for camp as well.
I know.
Yeah. 12-year-old Glenn. There you go.
12-year-olds got you.
I
Amelia
love it.
wanted to be on this because she's been watching y'all and she was like, oh, Kiss 92.
Aw, thank you, Amelia.
Thank you, Amelia, for watching us.
You are already a champion, Amelia, in my
I watch
books.
your shows every day when I go to school.
Do you really?
wow.
Oh, nice. Thank you. Which part of the show is your favorite?
Breakfast bingo.
Oh, there you
Wow.
go, FD.
Wow, thank you.
I'm gonna take it off his hands very soon, already,
Yes,
because,
yes.
because it's very his breakfast bingo is very hard, lah, Amelia. Very hard,
I can hear that.
right? That's why
What is-
I'll make it easier for you.
What is Gloria showing us? Is that a cake?
She's showing Super Mario, you're right. This
Yeah.
is her new favorite for her.
Super
That's
Mario.
why you're wearing a Super Mario T-shirt as well.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
cool.
So it's on the bandwagon for Super Mario and not Labubu.
Nice. It's a better bandwagon.
Yeah, so they also have, so even for those on the spectrum, they also have their own trends and they follow trends too. Yeah, so many of them like the K-pop or Gloria likes Mario. They have different things that they like.
What do you like,
Yeah.
Jerry?
What do I like? The kids got me into A.P.T. So actually, the girls were supposed to come and sing the A.P.T. or dance the A.P.T. But they all disappeared.
I don't know how to dance it. I'm very beginner.
Oh, that means you like drinking, is it?
It's a drinking game, right?
It's a drinking game.
I didn't know it was a drinking game.
It is a drinking game.
It is, right? Yeah.
It is.
But I was looking for afterwards, you see.
Go, Jerry. Game start. Oh
my goodness.
One day we will play the game.
No, I don't even know what game it is. But yes, I think what is very, very important for this topic is, why do we do like copycat behavior? The insecurity, whether we do have a processing issue, learning issue, or some personality issue. Yeah, or attachment issues also could cause these, and we do need to manage them so that we don't fall into that. I mean, if it is very mild, like FOMO, so fear of missing out, at least that is something that the young ones actually use, right? They want to follow the trend. They don't want to be left behind. They don't want to be excluded. So that one is still kind of okay. But if we are looking at something a little bit more sinister, like copycat behavior, copycat crimes, copycat suicide, that is very, very scary. So we also want to ensure that we don't fall into that, or we are not enticed by that.
Okay.
What gets someone into the copycat syndrome? Oh, I don't want to call it a syndrome, but what makes people copycat?
I mean, developmental psychology, we want the children to copy behavior.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
Yeah.
that's how they learn, that's how they imitate. So oftentimes we think that is the right thing to do for somebody in authority. See, you're very excited, right?
Cute.
Yeah, Gloria is very, very excited at this point. Yeah, so if they are looking at just purely learning something that is right, something legitimate,
What's that?
I'm not sure. What's
She
this,
completed a
Gloria?
round,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, she completed a round.
Oh, well
and then
done.
Well done.
Well
That's
done,
the next
Gloria.
one.
Uncle FD wants to Uncle FD wants to challenge you one of these days.
What the fourth down there? I have 33 points. Yes, 33 points. Okay, thank you, my dear. Yeah. I think she's very comfortable with all of you, and she's just seated here.
That's good. That's good.
That's good.
So,
though.
Amelia, like, what do your friends and you do? What are your interests?
Oh,
Like, do you,
maybe we like to just talk about the teacher that we don't like lah.
See, gossiping.
okay.
Gossiping
Gossip,
about
gossip.
teachers.
What about activities and stuff like that? Do you guys like watch
Movies?
certain series, or do certain games?
Okay, this is something I'm not very interested in, but the people in my friend group are Chinese drama.
Okay.
Chinese drama.
Chinese
okay.
drama. That's interesting.
Okay, not Korean, Chinese.
No.
Okay.
C-drama. Yeah, C-drama. I just listen in for fun.
Okay, cool.
Okay. What about hanging out with your friends at maybe the food center or something? Do you girls like
Or
doing that?
houses.
Back then we had no time because of PSLE.
Yeah.
And now during the holidays, besides going to camp?
We just text each other. Everybody's overseas.
Okay.
Oh, everyone's overseas,
Oh, right.
right? Okay.
Many kids these days, because we are talking about the teens and all that, they might be easily influenced, and so if some of their friends are into a certain trend, they might want to jump on the bandwagon. Is this something that's normal, healthy, or something that we'd like to discourage?
Well, there's this part which is competition, healthy competition. So if you know that there is something that you can achieve and it's a healthy competition, go for it. But when there is a negative connotation of a copycat behavior, it may be fueled by jealousy or envy. And that is what we want to weed out. Because if you are jealous of someone and therefore you want to be bigger, you want to be better, you want to outdo another person by copying and being better than the other person, that becomes a little bit dangerous. So maybe one person has one Labubu, you must get a bigger one, or you want to get, a better one. Sometimes we do hear, so you're talking about holidays, right? So sometimes you hear children talking about their holidays and they start competing. Oh, I go for this holiday. Oh, yes, I also went. Oh, where did you go? And they try to outdo each other. Yeah. So they are sort of jumping on a bandwagon. Everybody is going on a holiday, but they are striving to outdo each other, which may not be very healthy.
Sometimes the parents are in cahoots as well. Sometimes the kids, the parents will ask the kids, like, okay, so and so, where are they going for a holiday?
Yeah,
and
for
then
sure.
because the parents are competing with the parents, they might be the ones,
They want to one up.
Exactly.
the school
But
kids,
this
yeah.
thing about kids competing like this and trying the one-upsmanship, it's been there since time immemorial.
I was gonna say, because during
I've done it.
Yeah, when I was in school, the cool stationery to have was the Exist pens,
Yeah.
and the pencil cases and all that, and then the shoes were LS, and if you didn't have them and if you bought your school shoes from Bata, you weren't as good as. So this has been happening since since FD's days, which
Well,
was
before,
a very long
yeah.
time ago.
But I think FD is talking about the parents.
No,
parents
parents
and
and
kids.
kids.
It's
It's
been
been
happening.
going
But
on
you
forever.
said you were like that, so
No. As a child, I was like that. One-upsmanship was
as a,
part of
as
our
a
life.
parent, were you?
I
you
didn't
feel?
really care. I didn't care what the
So it
Joneses
does
were doing.
influence the children as well if the parents behave like that.
Yes, that's the community that you're in, right? And if you learn that behavior, so they are vulnerable, right? So if they learn that that is the right behavior to one up another person, then they will continue the pattern of behavior, and it will not stop. And they will feel very disgruntled or they feel very resentful. So negative emotion starts to seep in rather than positive ones. So they might not feel fulfilled even though they keep up with the Jonases.
So, Jerry, the important thing then for parents to do is to teach their children the difference between competition and one-upsmanship.
If the parents know the difference themselves, because I think you make a very good point, because sometimes the parents are also partaking in this keeping up with the Jonases,
Yeah.
or jumping on the bandwagon.
Okay. I look at it as competition, actually.
I
mean,
do.
if
I
someone,
look at the same. It's the same.
Is it the same
Yeah.
thing
For me.
Yeah, it's the same thing for me.
Yeah, because if I see
No, you
you've
see,
got that-
competition is we're competing.
What?
I explain it.
Yeah.
Competition is we're competing to see who'll come out better.
Yeah,
You come out better, you come over to me, congratulations, great fight.
yeah.
One-upsmanship is we compete, you come out better, you go nah, 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 nah.
No, that's
I
your.
don't
That's
think
different.
so.
Yeah, that's your
I don't.
interpretation.
That's how I see
For me,
it.
it's like one up means you've won. That's it.
Okay.
But I
compete
now
one up,
see
you're
as
one.
one up as a
You've won.
one-sided contest. You're only competing with yourself. You know what I mean?
Oh.
I buy something better than you, then I've won, then that's it.
Yeah,
Right.
You're not in competition with me.
yeah. But you know what? The
Right,
most important thing is
right.
you feel good about
Exactly.
it, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
Okay. Yeah, so competition, Jerry. Competition. How important is competition these days? Because I feel like these days, competition at this level,
Yeah.
when you're dealing with kids, is not emphasized that much.
I think it is. In a certain way. So in a very, very healthy way. So Amelia can correct me if I'm wrong. Like if we study, we still need to attain the grades and still have to reach a certain mark. But we're not fighting with each other or feeling that I need to put the other person down, which is very different. Amelia is not.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you share your thoughts? Like you will still get you try to strive to get your grades, right?
Okay. I was a child. I was a student in one of the top classes in my school. So there was always a lot of like competition on who can get a higher mark. It was very stressful lah because I also wasn't really in the top very often. But back in P3, P4, a lot of people saw me as the top. So when I wasn't in the top, I got a lot of pressure put on me lah. So I had to keep on study. But my body also couldn't study. So burnout lah.
Burnout. Wow, at that age.
Forever. Even until after PSLE, we're still competing on who got higher marks.
Oh my
But
goodness.
is it a very like mean way that you're compete, or is it?
It's not a very mean way, but because it's not a mean way because we can't do anything now. The teachers are everywhere. So yes.
And it must be very tiring, huh?
Huh?
Must be very tiring to keep having the same conversation, like who got better, and who got higher marks and all that.
After each practice paper, you're like, hey, how much you get? How much you get? And you're like, oh, that's good, even though you got a higher mark than them.
So you see, it's
So you have
it's
to
a
force yourself to accommodate to them.
it's just among themselves.
Yeah.
So
they can't help it.
Yeah. It gets very tiring. It gets very
Tiring.
stressful. Yeah. So what you hear is it's like you burn out because of studying, or you burn out because you're competing with both. Okay.
Both. But it's so scary that at like that age, they're not even 13, that they're
Yeah.
already talking about using words like burnout.
They are more educated with the mental
Yeah.
health space than we are in our time, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they do get stress in that way. I think Amelia used the word stress. So there's that negative feeling that sometimes these sort of competitions do bring.
Uh-huh.
I guess I was very fortunate growing up because my parents, funny, right? I mean, I seem to be very competitive, but when I was growing up, my parents never pressured me at all. They were like,
Neither mine, yeah.
don't compare. Never compare yourself with others.
With
just
others, yeah.
just do your own thing
And
just,
your best, right?
Yeah.
But I think competition innately is something we're all born with. That sense of, wanting to not necessarily be one up, but just have that little debate with people and just compete in a healthy way. Because competition can be healthy as well.
So we look at evolution. So for human beings, we want to continue to evolve and be better. So that is okay because we want to evolve. But when we put down and look for a person, when we try and say that I'm better than you and I do something to you, so I do something bad to you, then that's not very good. Yeah.
Depends who your competitor is. Right?
Yeah, I think many
Sometimes you just need to kill your competitor off.
No.
Dr. Jerry said she was about to nod at that.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I was distracted for a fraction of a second. I was like,
No, actually, more than a fraction.
You can't give Glenn any leeway.
no, we cannot.
It's true. What some competitors need to be
Killed.
No,
not literally, but I mean,
Yeah. No, I
Taken
get
out.
it.
And I guess like we do still need to keep the competitor in your community because then you know how far you can reach or where the benchmark is. So a healthy competition in the community is actually very essential. Otherwise, the group will stagnate. So a lot of times we will want to ensure that we have healthy competition in a community.
But healthy competition is no fun. That's the thing.
I am not going to disagree.
There, you
I'm
see?
not going to disagree with you.
See, sometimes when you compete really hard, right, and you play a little bit of you're a bit dirty, dirty tactics. It's fun sometimes,
Do you agree,
It's fun that way.
Amelia?
Agree, Amelia?
Dirty tactics in what sense? Is it in examinations or play sports?
No, could be just like everyday life. Yeah, maybe sports, maybe
or
games.
A contest.
Yeah.
If your friend doesn't mind you playing dirty and you always play dirty, then just go for it. Are you serious? Oh my god!
But the good thing is, she said if your friend doesn't mind.
Yeah.
I'm always fighting.
And there's also a clean way of dirty and then a dirty way of
Yeah,
dirty.
that's the
you know?
psychological way of dirty.
That's the fun way of
Yeah,
dirty
it's-
as well.
it's
So,
different.
So
yeah.
Amelia represents the fun way of dirty.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I still want to highlight, that if it goes very long, then it becomes that sensationalized aggression, and that's where we have a lot of the fights outside, or these videos that are circulating, somebody beating up another person.
Oh, that's bad,
It becomes
that's
very
bad.
sensationalized, which is not right.
No. Yeah.
The hurting behavior. So sometimes we have self-injurious behavior or suicide, and it's romanticized, like to die
Yeah.
is a thing or it's so we also don't want that. So playful, naughty, that's perfectly fine. You can copycat that one, but not
thumbs up.
but not the copycat behaviors that we are talking about. That is a little bit more cynical.
We love Amelia. She should come on the show more often.
Yeah, she's
Whenever
cool.
you're available.
Maybe one day
Yes.
Amelia will be a radio presenter as well.
Do you want to be? Oh no!
No, what do you want to be when you grow up?
What do you want to do when you grow up, Amelia?
I thought of that and I just told myself to focus on my secondary school first.
Okay, okay. All right.
Smart move.
Fair
Smart
enough.
move.
One day at a time.
Now I'm looking at you, Amelia. I think you'll be a lawyer next time.
No, I don't want to do law.
She doesn't want to. Too stressful.
Too
That's the thing, you see, when people say they don't want, they might become.
end up
Might
doing
become-
it.
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay, you're still young.
Keep your options open. Yeah, Amelia, I didn't get your surname.
I'm surname.
Your surname, yeah.
Full name. I'm Amelia binti Muhammad.
Okay, Amelia.
okay.
So lovely meeting you this morning.
Yeah. Funny, the young ones now don't know.
They don't know what a surname is. Yeah,
is.
no.
No,
yeah.
because everything is what's your full name and they recite the whole full name.
I see.
So
Okay.
surname, family name,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
In case you travel and have to fill in an immigration
yeah,
card.
yeah.
Yes.
All right, Jerry is
Yes.
coming to us from the chalets in Changi. Yeah,
Sorry.
recap, please. A little bit of a
Recap.
delay.
So what to do, right? In order to prevent, that whole negative jumping on the bandwagon, your community is very important. Being exposed to the good and the bad, and having that critical eye. So that's it's a little bit conceptual today, but yes.
Are you staying there overnight as well, Jerry?
We stayed here overnight. Tonight we are also staying here overnight.
Right.
It's
So-
overnight camp. Yes.
So because you have the critical eye, did you see anything at night?
It's not a third eye, it's critical eye.
That's
Oh
what
my
he said.
God.
He said, you said the critical eye.
He's always like this, Jerry. You know that.
He's like, if you have a critical eye, it means you have a third eye.
Exactly, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
I'm not gonna say that I didn't see anything.
Oh my goodness!
Amelia, we need to have a conversation. Amelia, give us a call.
Okay, Amelia, tell Jerry to leave the room and we'll just talk to you.
Amelia, tell us quickly.
Okay, I thought
What did you see? What did you
What
see?
did the ghost look like?
Stop it again.
We all have long hair, that's all I'm gonna tell you.
What?
Oh boy. Okay. We'll leave it as that.
All the best tonight.
We'll leave it there.
I'm not in the
Yes.
same room.
Thank you very much, Jerry. Thank you very much, Amelia.
Thank you. And I'm gonna give a quote from
Yes,
Coco
please.
Chanel. So
Okay.
we all know Coco Chanel, and she says, in order to be irreplaceable, one must always be different.
Absolutely.
True.
I believe in that.
That is very true.
Thank you, Dr. Jerry.
Thank you, and
Thanks,
thank you,
Amelia.
Amelia.
Thanks,
Swing it
Amelia.
over.
Oh,
Oh,
there they
We're
are.
having breakfast.
on the Big Show TV, you can see all the participants of
Hi.
Dr. Jerry's camp having breakfast.
Okay.
You can watch us
We'll see
on
all of
Facebook once
you.
again, as well as YouTube. Thank you very much, Jerry, for joining us. Bye bye.